That was your first look at Crack's brand new guitar controller, the latest in a line of fine gaming gear from the company. Here to tell us more and to give us a world first demo of the controller are Jack Ginchard from Crack and Alec, aka Asai.
How's it going?
I've never met someone on the leaderboards in Fortnite Festival, and you're here.
He's here in the
studio.
flesh, dude.
This is so exciting. I cannot wait to talk about these guitars. Please tell me everything about this.
So this is an exclusive first look and pre-order launch of the officially licensed Les Paul guitar controller. We're essentially bringing back the Gibson guitar controller into the gaming space. And I say bring back because all those years ago when Guitar Hero started, from GH1 all the way through GH5, the same team that created these guitar controllers created those. So even though Cracked is a relatively new brand, our core product development team is all ex-Red Octane folks. So we've essentially taken everything that people loved about the original guitar controllers and continued to innovate and really push the boundaries of what a guitar controller can be in 2025, from taking feedback from community folks like Asai and really trying to make something special for today's gamers.
Yeah, I'm really excited because I think a lot of people have been waiting ever since, Fortnite Festival dropped. Like, music games are in a comeback. I see two beautiful Cracked guitar controllers here. What are the differences between these two?
Like you said, you got two guitar controllers right here. The first one is the LP Black Tribal Encore Edition, and Encore is essentially our base edition. Then you got LP Blueberry Burst, which is our Pro Edition, and there's a couple things that differentiate the two, mainly being the strum bar and how that functions, but also the fret buttons.
What is different about the strum bar?
So on the Encore editions, you're going to find that standard mechanical strum. You expect a click from it. You're going to have standard fret buttons. But on the Blueberry Burst Pro edition, you're going to have a new strum bar, which is Hall effect technology with haptic feedback. And then you're also going to have mechanical frets. Both editions are made in a modular way where you can disconnect the neck. And we're going to have swappable necks, which you can upgrade. We'll have different styles and designs, some with standard frets, some with mechanical frets, and like I said, different styles. And that just kind of plays into the style and personal preference and really trying to cater to all gamers.
So you're going all in. When you guys released like the little 5-fret attachment for the Neo S, I was like, oh, I mean, that's fun. And then...
Dude, this is really on the back end of that, right? Because we had our Neo S 5-fret attachment, which is our standard smaller controller. Again, designed by the same in-house team that brought these to life. And yeah, this is just a perfect segue, dropping that and then bouncing to this and hopefully leaping into the future.
Yeah, because of you guys, like, we're really making this mainstream again. And it's very exciting to be able to have this, especially mobile, and they're so light. Am I allowed to touch it?
Yeah, you can touch it, but it's not. But it's also not just us, right? It goes again back to the community and the people that kept the genre alive, creators like Asai and games that keep it going. So we wouldn't be able to do this without them, and this is really just a byproduct of taking our experience with our product development team and meshing it together with community feedback and really trying to create and push the boundaries of what a guitar controller can be in 2025.
Alec, what are you most excited for with these coming into the world in your playthroughs?
The most exciting thing about these guitars is how easy it's going to be set up with every type of game that everybody's playing now, whether it be Clone Hero or Yard, just going to be plug and play.
Yeah, and that's one thing we didn't touch on, right? Because there's a mode dial down here, and there's a platform slider. The platform slider allows you to seamlessly go between PC, Switch, mobile. You also have this mode dial, which remaps the inputs to make it plug and play. So you got a general mode, you've got PEX for different difficulties and modes in Fortnite Festival. Yeah. So you don't really have to spend the time to remap everything. It's really just plug it in, turn it, and play.
Yeah, that's one of my critiques of Fortnite Festival is that it is sort of hard to switch between difficulty, and the fact that it's built in there is such a nice touch. Will this controller work with like Guitar Hero, Rock Band, kind of like on the newer side of the consoles?
Yeah, so on this platform slider here, you've got PC, Switch, Android, and you got another mode called P3. And this makes the guitar backwards compatible with some Guitar Hero and Rock Band games on select platforms. Of course, we'll release a list of an in-depth chart of everything that this thing's capable of and compatible with, because I mean, the list goes on and on. So you kind of got two editions. They're separated by a feature set, but the remaining of the features are essentially the same.
And do you want to walk us through kind of the controls? Because Alec, you are holding a guitar ready to go. We're talking like it is hooked up. It's wireless. It's got a lithium-ion battery in there. You can put, AA batteries in there.
It's got the Pro Edition. And there's 3 different ways you can connect. You can play wired mode. Comes with a long wire with a top lock, so you can connect it and lock it into the guitar. So if you're walking around, it's not going to come out. You can connect via wireless with a 2.4 gigahertz wireless dongle that comes in the box. Both the wired and the wireless dongle, they're going to unlock rapid polling rates for enhanced performance and lower latency. And you can also connect via Bluetooth as well for more casual play.
I love that. I travel a lot for work, and so I'm very excited that I can just pair that to my iPad and play on cloud gaming.
Yeah, for sure. And one thing that's really cool about this guitar controller is the fact that it's so easy to navigate. Essentially, you've got every single button that you would find on a typical controller on the guitar. So you've got this navigation hub with 8 face buttons, your A, B, X, Y trigger buttons. You've got a left analog stick, which has Hall effect technology.
Wow.
You have a right analog stick with an authentic knob design. Then you also have a D-pad behind the headstock.
Oh, very nice. Alec, I'd love to see you kind of start playing, but before we do, I would love your first impressions of the guitar controller. What do you like about it? How does it feel? How easy are the buttons to use?
Yeah, so my favorite guitar shape when I was growing up playing this game was the Les Paul shape. And so with this coming back, I know a lot of people are going to love this too. The buttons feel great. I think the lights on the neck are fantastic. It corresponds to which buttons you're pressing in what order. And the strum bar feels like a strum bar from the future.
On this Pro Edition, you have the Hall effect strum bar. And Hall effect technology you're kind of seeing come into the gaming industry with Hall effect thumbsticks and controllers, now with mechanical switches and keyboards. And in this case, it's in a strum bar. So not only do you get kind of that longevity and durability of the technology, but you have that customizability of being able to adjust the actuation point of your strum, adjust the haptic feedback, and all of that's adjustable within our mobile companion app as well. So there's lots of tools at your fingertips to kind of make playing on this thing a breeze.
And then the nerds like me, we can just go into the app, tap our phone on here, adjust when we need to adjust. It's a dream guitar. Like, it really is.
Oh man, we'd love to see you start playing. And while you do that, Alec, you mentioned up top, there's a lot of history with this guitar controller because of the team behind it. Why now? Why make a guitar controller in 2025?
I think it always comes back to the community, right? I mean, over the years, you've seen games come out, community games, obviously Fortnite Festival like we're playing now, Clone Hero, Yarg, creators keeping the space alive that kind of continue to push content in the space. And, I think it's time, I think history repeats itself and it comes full circle.
Yeah.
And, like I said, even though Crack's a relatively new brand, that rhythm in our DNA runs deep. And, I think it's a perfect time,
So this is an official collaboration with Gibson. How did that come about? Did you guys set out to work with them?
They were there from the very beginning with the SG, GH1. And this was kind of just that natural step. We knew we were bringing in a guitar controller to market. Once we kind of teased it in December, everything kind of just unraveled and things got to moving and we're here to announce this. And we couldn't be happier,
Now, Alec, it's only been a couple minutes and you're almost at 5 stars here. Tell us how you are feeling right now as you absolutely shred in the studio.
It feels great. It feels so good to play on. And the low latency with the wireless dongle is fantastic.
I'm so sorry I made you answer during the hardest part of that song. And you did not mess up at all.
Emote.
Oh, yeah, we good. There we go.
Now, we're all so excited for this guitar to come out. What are the launch plans? When can we expect to see this? What versions, what are we looking at to get it?
Yeah, so like we said, it's an exclusive first look, and we're launching pre-orders today.
Today?
Today,
I
right
gotta
now.
get my phone and order it.
You got the Encore and Pro for multi-platform. Then you got the Xbox versions of these. They're available for pre-order right now, but also they're expected to ship currently in June 2025. So that's just around the corner.
Everyone go check out all that information on IGN, on Cracked. It's going to be so great. Pre-orders open today, and we have a launch window of June 2025, which I'm already circling that in my calendar.
You can visit crack.gg right now, place your pre-order, and expect them to start shipping in 2025. June.
Jack, Alec, thank you both so much for coming into the studio. Pre-orders are open right now for Crack's new guitars, and they're expected to ship in June this year. We've got a lot more Fan Fest for you, so don't go anywhere.